Hello, this is Pastor Rick, and I want to welcome you to the Sunday Forum here on Sunday, August the 15th. We have a very special interview on this Sunday with Mitzie Schafer, a consultant who's coming in to help us, and with Howard Isaacson of Emmanuel Academies and Emmanuel Communities. And our focus is on our storytelling bootcamp. You've heard that right, storytelling bootcamp that's coming up on Wednesday, August the 18th. That's Wednesday at 10 o'clock to noon. We'll have lunch and then some interviews afterward. And so certainly we have a lot of questions, and that's why we've brought in Mitzie Schafer to explain to us what we can expect on this Wednesday activity. Just so that you know that the council is interested in promoting a capital campaign next year, but they want to study it. What should it look like? What should it accomplish? What are our objectives? And so they have set up this process, our council, of doing a feasibility study, of creating a process where we can engage the conversation, our community in conversation, and discover and discern where God is leading us. And so this storytelling bootcamp is our first step in that direction. And so now, let's go over and enjoy the interview again with Mitzie Schafer and Howard Isaacson.
Good morning, Emmanuel. I'm Howard Isaacson, the CEO of Emmanuel Communities and Emmanuel Academies. I'm with you on this very special Sunday forum where we will be talking with Mitzie Schafer from GSB, our consulting firm that will be helping us in our feasibility study and hopefully in our developmental campaign. I want to introduce Deacon Mitzie Schafer. Mitzie, good morning to you.
Hi, good morning, Howard. Good morning, everybody.
It is great to see you this morning, and I am thrilled that you are with us today. Now, it's important that Emmanuel understand that we went through an extensive selection process to select GSB, the firm that you're with, to work with us. GSB is a nationwide firm, and they were highly recommended by our bishop's office. That is not why we selected them. We selected them because they're great, and that recommendation even helped. So, Mitzie, on Wednesday, August 18th, we are actually going to be kicking off the storytelling piece of our feasibility study. Share with us why storytelling is so important and why we're starting there.
Absolutely. So storytelling works for Jesus. Scripturally, Jesus loves to tell stories to help us understand what's going on and the impact that he has and is going to have in the lives of those around him. And so at Emmanuel, you have a very large footprint in the community. You serve in so many ways. And those are all part of Emmanuel, but not everybody knows all of those parts. And by telling the story, using the example of Jesus, we are going to help everybody know what's going on at Emmanuel and through Emmanuel in the community.
Well, awesome. So on Wednesday, August 18th at 10 a.m., we are going to have a Emmanuel-wide gathering in the Family Life Center that will bring together all of Emmanuel's communities for this morning of orientation and training. Can you share with our group what they can expect that morning?
Yeah, absolutely. So I expect them to be energized. I expect them to get excited about the kind of impact that your ministry has on the community. So what we're going to do is talk about first what it means to make deposits into the lives of those folks that we serve and who support the ministry. That would be you all who support the ministry. And so then we're going to talk about what it means to tell the story in a way that captures that impact. It's one thing to tell a story on a timeline. This happened here. This person came at a particular time. It's completely different, friends, when we tell a story about someone who was searching for belonging and acceptance and welcome and who found that in your congregation. And so that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be listening for those stories, learning how to write them, and then sharing them.
So these stories are that we're going to be listening for are stories that inspire and actually show the work of Jesus in our lives and in the lives of the community around us. And Emmanuel's role in helping to facilitate that. Is that correct?
Yes, that's absolutely correct. You all are to the story. You all are the ones feeding and singing and welcoming into worship. You are the ones doing the work.
So one of the outcomes is that Emmanuel and our members, those that are listening, will be transformed and will grow by hearing these stories and prospectively listening in different ways.
Correct. Yes, that's exactly what happens. And then we, as a deliverable from that workshop, we will have stories that we will start to put together in a communications calendar in order to share that within and without the community.
Well, that is wonderful. And let me ask you, you just touched on it. Following this 2-hour orientation, and we'll be offering lunch afterwards, so everybody is welcome to stay. And then following that, we will do 1 or 2 interviews that we welcome folks to actually watch, observe, so that way it can be help in training and understanding. But following that, what are the next steps after this?
Yeah, so there's some next steps for them, and then there's some next steps for us. The next steps for them include finding stories. So I will be giving homework. We're all thinking about back to school right now. I will be giving you some homework to find 1 to 3 stories that I will then be editing, and then we will gather again on Zoom for another 2-hour meeting. Well, I'll actually teach you how to edit and make sure that the stories are ready. But what happens then when we're done is that you have a bank of stories that you can begin using and telling to help generate knowledge and inspiration and connectivity to your organization. It's going to be a huge deposit into the life of your community.
Well, that sounds absolutely wonderful. So take this, please, as an invitation to join us on Wednesday, August 18th at 10 a.m. in the Family Life Center for a 2-hour session led by Mitzie. And this may be, other than worship, the first opportunity to get together as a community with all aspects and facets of Emmanuel coming together for this big endeavor that can really change the direction of the church for the better. So thank you so much for joining us this morning on the Sunday Forum, and we look forward to seeing you on August 18th. Mitzie, thank you so much for being with us this morning and sharing information.
Thank you, Howard. I'm excited to be here, and I look forward to being with you all in person in Florida.
Well, wonderful. Thank you. And once again, thank you, Emmanuel.